Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Making the most of retirement exercise. Hey man, I was watching them guys do the NFL Combine last night. Man, it's just unreal what them young boys can do. They had a guy on there from Ohio State. I think they said he had a 43-inch vertical. I mean, that's just unreal, man. The guy's a beast. He was 200 and some pounds. He ran a daggone, it's 40 yards in like 4.47 or something like that. I mean, if somebody like that, man, hit you, man, you'd feel it for months. It's unreal. But hey, man, getting healthy is one of the top 2 or 3 things most people want to do when they retire. And this is just some things I think helped me start my exercise routine and be able to keep it up. Because a lot of people don't do anything when they're working, man. They're just too daggone busy, man. You're running a full-time job at the house and a full-time job at work. It doesn't leave much time for taking care of yourself. It just doesn't. You got to be dedicated, and I ain't that daggone dedicated. I always try to do a little something, but couldn't be consistent with it. And consistency is a big thing. You got plenty of time in retirement to be consistent with it. But hey, man, I think the first thing is, speak with a doctor. Talk to your doctor about what your plans are. Seek professional help, a trainer, nutritionist, some kind of trainer of some kind. And, that's important. Learning proper form and function, full range of motion, all that stuff helps. It did, I think it does. Heck, I don't know, man. But, and a lot of people say, hey, man, they want to get healthy in retirement. But to me, that doesn't tell me anything. So I try to narrow it down to a specific goal and work towards that. And everything I do kind of, helps with that specific target. I don't need to bench press a Chevy or compete in the Olympic decathlon or anything. I just want to be able to stay mobile as long as I can. I just want to know all I need to do is get up out the chair in the living room, walk to the refrigerator, and get me a glass of tea. So my activities, my exercise routine kind of works everything that involves. But it's important because, hey, man, different exercises really help with different things. You want to lose weight. You got a specific health issue you're dealing with. You want to work with that. Like lowering your blood pressure, or helping with your sugar, or maybe you just got a weak shoulder or something. You want to work with that. Different exercises help it. I think any kind of moving helps, but it specifically train for whatever your specific desire is to your goal. That's a big help. Another thing I had to learn that helped me was, hey, man, I ain't 25 anymore. I can't do what I did then. Couldn't do them very well then. But that's important to understand. I don't have the body I had then, man. I'm not. My joints don't work like they did when I was 25. Simple as that. So you have to, adjust your training, your exercise, adapt your exercise to fit your abilities. Some exercises you can do in a chair, you can do them standing up. Some floor exercises that you do, and they have different progressions you can do that. So you ain't actually doing the exercise, but you're doing the next step below it or 2 steps below it, and working your way up. Do things. I always do everything slow and then intentional. So I started my exercise routine the same way as slow and light. And then as I got better at it, and I could actually do the full exercise or whatever, then I increased it, or either I adjusted and did another exercise, or started to make it a little bit more difficult, added weight or whatever. You didn't get into shape you're in overnight. You're not going to get out of it overnight either. It's a slow, progressive thing. Just like when you were saving for retirement. You didn't save $10,000-$20,000 overnight, man. It took you decades to get there. It's the same thing here, and it's compounding. Your benefits are slow to come, or they're quick to come when you first start out, but your progression is slow, and it's just like compounding interest, man. It's slow to begin with, but after a few years, it works quicker for you. Same kind of process, And I think one of the big things is just starting, man. A lot of people talk about it or think about it or whatever, but you won't believe how powerful just starting something can be. Once you start, it seems like it's easier to keep doing it. Your mind starts helping you, and you start thinking a different way. That's an important thing. Starting and being consistent. I try to do it every day, Monday through Friday, but I like to get at least 3 days in. It really depends on the weather, if it's raining or snowing or whatever. And that consistency is big. And I started out body weight exercises strictly because it's easy. It leaves no room for excuses. I can just lay out in the living room floor and do a push-up, or I can squat down in a chair or whatever. You don't have to buy anything for it. You ain't got to run off in the bad weather and run to the gym or anything like that. Don't have to purchase a gym membership. And then I slowly progressed to I did get a gym membership in late 24, I believe it was. And then this year I'm going to do and that's the thing. It's always evolving. You reach a certain point and you need to add. You make it a little bit harder on yourself. So you add weight or do a different exercise or do an extra set or two in order to get any better at it. So those things, and I started out easy. Started out real easy. I'm easy and low drag, Doc. And I think that's important. It gives you a chance to build that habit up without much chance of injuring yourself. I don't know. It takes, they say it takes, 30 days or 6 weeks or something to build up a habit. And I didn't want to get injured in that time frame in order to, because it would knock you off, off your routine. Like you're building a habit in the first month or two, and making something easily accessible, fairly easy to do, and just getting in that routine without getting injured, learning your form, proper form, technique, and full range of motion. It just helps you build that daggone habit. And once you do, man, it becomes a daily thing with you, or it did me. So that's a big point. Slow and easy and light. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta make impress anybody. You're only competing against yourself and your body. Make the exercises adapt to you and your abilities. You're just trying to get better, every day. That's it. That's the way I looked at it. And I think it's helped me. I really do. But, and don't forget your daggone nutrition. Nutrition is important, man. I don't know a thing about it. Don't know much about the exercising either. But I can tell you, man, I don't eat right. And I ain't never going to eat right. I just ain't. I do believe it helps. I mean, it only makes sense. You put trash in, you're going to get trash out. Just like a daggone retirement calculator. Same daggone thing. But, hey, man, I like my food fried, Doc. I like it rolled in flour, a little bit of salt and sugar, and fried in grease. As simple as that. I eat it other ways, but that's my preferred method of eating. I can tell you that. I like my sweets, man. I like cakes, pies, and donuts. You know, I drink sugar water all day, every day. You know, sweet tea. That's all it is. Flavored sugar water. You know, we still use lard down here. Actual lard. You know, and gravy's just a daggone. It's just another food group down here, Doc. And that, hey, it ain't good for you. None of it. But I do it, and I'll probably never change. To be honest with you, ain't no need in lying to myself about it. But I do think it's better. You know, I do think you reap more benefits from it if you do eat better. And hydration. Hydration's always a big thing, man. You know what they say, your body's mostly water anyway. So in order to get it to operate in an optimum level, hey man, it's got to stay hydrated. But anyways, those are some of the things that helped me, I believe, to get into an exercise routine. And, you know, just pick 2 or 3 exercises that you're fairly comfortable with, and just do them and keep doing them. And eventually add in a few more and make it progressively harder on you and switch up. It's exercise is a big deal, man. I really do. I do believe that. And I always try to do some things, but I couldn't do it consistent enough for it to be healthy for me. I really couldn't. But it's I mean, there's so many benefits from it. It improves your sleep, improves your digestion, helps you if you have to go in for surgery or something, man. Being healthy helps you recover. It just does. Just so many benefits to it. But anyways, man. Hey man, I made a video for Corey over at Real Retirees Uncut. If you get a chance and you feel like it this weekend, check him out, man. Check that channel out. I think it's a real positive channel. I think it's a good channel to have, because he interviews actual retirees from all different walks of life and careers and stuff, man. It kind of gives you an idea how most people actually retire. And I think, and he just passed 10,000 subscribers. So good, happy for you, Corey. Good job, buddy. And I think Joe Coombs have been on there. I think Keith and Terry's had a video on there too. Peter, Jim living this retired life. And there's been a handful of them on there, I know. So I was honored to do it for him. But y'all take care of yourselves, man. Tuesday will be Cowboy Tuesday, and I guess we'll talk with y'all then.